Hello, welcome to your daily dose of wisdom with Chrysalis Invictus Tarot. So today I have the Murder of Crows Tarot. It's not an oracle deck, but it does read like an oracle deck. I will read the messages for you from the guidebook to help deliver a more rounded message for you today. So we have 3 piles, making your selection, find the timestamps, and I will meet you at your reading. Pile number 1, welcome to your reading. Ooh, we have the Empress. Today is a day of deep, nourishing connection. So either being nourished and helped by someone else, or you doing the same, or perhaps a reciprocal one. There is a lot of heart connection and a lot of strength in you today. We'll take a look at the book and see what it has to say. The Empress is, all of the queens combined. So she's balancing her intellect with her intuition. She is both passionate and kind. And she sits confidently in her skin, in her own skin. So that's what I'm really feeling for you today. And in the book it says, a haunting lullaby calls from out of the darkness. It speaks to you of safety and security, a mother's eternal and unyielding love. A hand takes your hand, bearing you up against the coming storm. Her lips kiss your forehead and leave a mark protecting you in your journey through the night. You were born from her egg, as were all who live. There is healing to be found in her kindness. Just be careful not to drown in it. So the keywords are nurturing, self-care, sensuality, love, and loyalty, compassion for all, fertility and prosperity, motherhood, smothering, and obsessive behavior. So that's the too much that it was referring to there. But let's take a look at some additional, what do we want today? I'm feeling like some crystal wisdom to some messages to help support you through this nurturing. So we have Sunstone Empowerment. I am empowered in all areas of my life. And remembering that if you are looking to nurture others, coming from that place of empowerment, this is really very Emperor. So it's almost like taking that Emperor energy and being both Emperor and Empress. Balancing that masculine and feminine so that it doesn't become unbalanced. So not giving too much, not taking too much, but being in that beautiful balance. And ametrine, intuition. I am fully aligned with my intuition. I trust this powerful wisdom to guide me. And this really, for me, has like a high priestess energy. So this is like, the masculine and the feminine, and being in that space between and nurturing from that space, knowing when to give and knowing when to pull back. Trusting your intuition. Maybe there's someone, okay, so this could be very specific for someone. There's someone who is going to come in who is a taker. And I'm reminded of that saying, givers have to set boundaries or limits because takers won't. And that's really what's coming in here. So coming and nurturing from that space of empowerment. That's what I have for you, pile number 1. Leave a comment, like the video, subscribe to my channel, and we'll see you soon. Pile number 2, welcome to your reading. Wow, interesting. Okay, so we have the Emperor. Today is a very powerful day. Is this the Emperor or it's the Hierophant? It's the Hierophant. My bad. Still a powerful day. I'm feeling you drawn between extremes, having to walk a line between diplomacy and self-defense almost. That you will be called to draw on a wealth of information and wisdom in order to make a decision or to navigate a situation with someone else. So this could be in work or in your relationships. This is general, but that's really what I'm feeling here, is being, is finding the middle ground using your history, your experience, but also what you've been taught from tradition. For some of you, a tradition is going to be called into question. So something's going to shake your foundation a bit today. Let's see what the book has to say. It is not the Hierophant. What is it then? It's the Emperor. Oh my goodness. It is the Emperor. Boundaries. I'm just hearing boundaries. If you're called to watch more than one pile, definitely do, is what I'm going to say to you now. Yeah, there's something, boundaries, shaken foundation, sitting in your place, sitting in your tradition, sitting in your space between using what you know, being in your power, essentially. Let's see what the book has to say. A firm hand takes your shoulder and ushers you to the high seat of power. The clouds part and you can see vast dominion. Nothing escapes his attention. One eye sees the surface of all things, while the other sees hidden truths and normally invisible depths. Crows wheel above him, bringing the messages that he needs to govern his domain. His mind is steel, his words are iron, and his judgment is forever. He receives counsel for good and ill. His years of leadership allow him to know the difference. That's that discernment that I'm feeling there. And the other thing I was getting as I was reading is that for some of you, this could mean a promotion or stepping into more of a leadership role in whatever you do. Or it could be in a relationship if, maybe you don't normally take this position, but you are the one that has the expertise. And so you are the one to take this leadership role. Sometimes people who are normally in the Emperor energy and who take this role in relationships, sometimes they are not in their realm of understanding or in a space where they are the one that has the most expertise, and they have to be reminded to take a step back and allow you or allow another person who has more knowledge to take the lead. Keywords are rule of law, good governance, wise advice, leadership, and political acumen, fatherhood, authoritarianism, and ruthlessness. So this could also be with like a masculine, like a father figure who thinks they know best, but they are coming from a place of, or this could be you doing that. You're coming from a place of like, I have authority, but sometimes people who are younger or people who are, don't always take that leadership role know more than we do. And so it's important to remember that. I'm going to grab some additional cards, additional messages. These are crystal wisdom affirmations from the ancient power of crystals. So I'm going to get you an affirmation for your day. Selenite, spiritual awakening. I am a spiritual warrior of the light. This is really, so some of you really are called to step into this masculine energy. So if you have a lot of feminine energy, to be more in your masculine today. So more of that active confidence, personal power. That's what stepping into the light is. And Herkimer, I don't know if I've ever seen this card, and I have had these cards for a while. I am constantly manifesting my dreams into reality. Interesting. So this is a very magician card. So again, stepping into that masculine, asking for what belongs to you, or taking that role of authority when you know that you know more than everyone else there. Instead of hanging back, because that's what you usually do, stepping into that. Or if you are on the other side of things, taking that step back and allowing someone to do that. So that's what I have for you, pile number 2. Please leave a comment. Let me know how you enjoyed this, and take care. Pile number 3, welcome to your reading. And you have the 6 of Wands. So today is a day where you simultaneously see that you have arrived, that you have achieved something, that you have come to the end of one road, let's say. But at the same time, you also see that you have so far to go. But you're being called to acknowledge how far you've come. And though you can see that there is a lot to come in the future, the movement from the initial spark of an idea or a quest or whatever it was has come through conflict, has come through doubt, has come through all of those pesky details, pesky stages. And so this is your first stage of true victory. And from here, you have the passion and the power to move through these next phases, and you are guided with that passion and by that passion and through that passion. And so it's going to make the next stages that much easier. Where before it was sort of like being tossed around, you knew what you wanted, but you didn't know how to get it, or the beginning stages of everything, where it goes from the initial idea and the initial spark to deciding how it's going to work and planning and working out all the little details. And now all of those little details are behind you, and any details that come are fueled by much more passion and much more direction and clarity. For sure. But I'm going to read from the book for you to get additional messages. I hope this finds you well. Please leave a comment. Let me know how this connects to your situation now. This is such a great card to get. And if you're drawn to any other piles, feel free to check those out as well. So for the 6 of Wands. Long have you wandered over unforgiving terrain, finally reaching a boundary marker. To continue, you must go up and over the border, flouting the limitations others try to impose. You know within your soul that if you leap this fence, others will follow, and eventually the restraining walls will crumble and fall. Wow, this is powerful. Sorry, I'm getting a little teary. You rise up and go forth. Your spirit cannot be contained. Keywords: rising to meet the challenge, progress, overcoming obstacles, leadership. And there is a danger with this energy to fall into pride or arrogance. So just be warned of that, staying humble in this space. And let's pull some additional crystal wisdoms. These are affirmations from the ancient power of crystals. Your first is serpentine transformation. Wow. My life is transforming at the perfect time in the most powerful way. I'm really happy for you. These cards are really powerful. the Crow Tarot. Murder of Crows Tarot is what it is. What else do we have for pile number 3? Love. I am love and love is me. And it's this love is the fuel, this passion. Whatever you're passionate about, you love what you're passionate about, and that's what's going to get you over any obstacles that are to come. So that's what I have for you. Thank you so much for joining, and take care.